great weekend to be a Wolf. Got a second win in a row on the road at Shorter. Came out hot early, drove it down the field, got to the 2-yard line, didn't get it in the end zone. Defense played really well early, got it back on the second drive, drove it and scored. And so got off to a good start right there, then kind of got stagnant offensively, had a few penalties. Credit to Shorter and their defensive staff and Coach William Jones, their D coordinator. They showed us some looks that we weren't, maybe haven't played as much this year and probably wasn't as ready as we could have been. Got in there at halftime and talked about a few things, settled down a little bit, came out the second half offensively and really executed well. Defensively played well the whole day, and kicking game really played well the whole day as well. So it was a great win. Back to playing really physical, made a lot of plays in the kicking game with a blocked punt and a punt return for a touchdown. And Willie played really well at quarterback, and his second game as a starter, was freshman of the week again in the conference, so that was good to see. Only had 1 turnover again for the second week in a row, so we've had 2 turnovers now in 2 weeks after having 13 in the previous 3 weeks, so that's something looks like we've improved on, which will be huge going down the stretch. Got a huge game this weekend. Senior day for a special group of young men that are tied right now for the winningest 4-year record in school history with 36 wins. So another win would make them the winningest crew over a 4-year time span. Got a lot of guys that have spilt a lot of blood, sweat, and tears for the University of West Georgia to build this thing up to the great program we are now. So we want to send them out the right way, playing a great opponent. An opponent that's really explosive on offense, very sound on defense. They do a lot of good things in the kicking game. We have a tremendous amount of respect for them, and it's basically a playoff game for both of us. So with that, we'll open it up for questions.
Coach, you mentioned that explosive offense. How big of a test is it this week playing against Florida Tech on defense?
Very big. Mark Cato's had a great career there. He's just a junior, so he's got another year. He makes a lot of plays. He's a guy that's hard to tackle once you get a hold of him back there. 87 does a great job at tight end, H-back, really explosive player, a lot of speed. The biggest difference to me in them this year, where they're better, I think, is 6 at running back. He just brings a lot of dynamic speed to the game, along with Sand, who's back at running back. So they kind of got a thunder and lightning type duo right there. But 6 is special. He's got special speed and quickness, and gives you a lot of problems.
Coach, you just brought up number 87, Kenny Johnston. 6 receiving touchdowns, 712 yards. You think the defense will have any problems slowing him down? Yeah,
I think he gives a lot of problems to everybody. He's extremely tall and really got a lot of speed. He's got a great stride, so he's running away from you with every step. He caught a big play down the sideline here 2 years ago against us. He made some plays last year while we were there. He's an emotional guy that plays the game, the right way, and I think he's an extremely tough matchup for everybody.
Coach, describe how Will Kendler has stepped up for the past couple weeks. Last week you said that he was a spark of energy, and he's obviously won Freshman of the Week two times in a row.
Yeah, he's just got a little bit of charisma about him. I think he draws people to him, and he's playing well. That's the main thing. I mean, it's just human nature. It's easier to like people that are playing good. So I think he's playing good. So, he brings a lot of good energy to our team. He's getting the ball out. He's completing passes at a high rate. He's scrambling and making some plays. But he's executing the game plan that's put together. And I think he's got a chance to have a great career here. That's what we signed him to do. And he's playing a little bit earlier than what we had hoped. But I can't say enough about how he's played in his first 2 weeks. He'll have to play well this week, for us to win.
Coach, how much would this win mean to you personally? Because especially with the group of seniors, time that mark that's already been set.
Yeah, it'll mean a lot to me. I love those guys. People that know me know, I've got a special relationship with my players. I don't hide that. I get really close to them, probably closer than I should sometimes. These guys mean a whole lot to me. The way they've handled this year and all the injuries we've had and the setbacks and some of the bad luck we've had this year and just things not going our way, the way they've handled it has been, if you look up the definition of what a man is in the dictionary, they've all handled it the right way, like a man. And, for them to win on senior day is huge for me and our program, to send them out the right way. And also it keeps our season alive. you know, and so I think they deserve that. In life, we don't always get what we deserve, but we have to wake up every day and cast our line and cast our hook in the water in hopes of getting what we deserve, you know. And I think they've done that, and I hope that it goes well for them on Saturday.
Coach, how much of a confidence boost do you think that shorter game was for the team coming into this week? You feel like they got their swagger back, kind of?
I hope so. I don't really think we lost it. I think we've always been very confident. I think we've always felt like we were a really good football team that was turning the ball over too much. And I think we felt like if we would shore that up and do the things that it takes to win, you know, I think we've always felt like, you know, we were pretty good. You know, you look at our 3 losses, you know, at North Alabama, we turned it over a lot and still should have won the game. Valdosta, we turned it over 5 times to 1 and we're still in it to the very end. I mean, you know, that's a phenomenal feat to lose a turnover battle 5-1 on the road to a good football team and still be in it all the way up to the very end. And then, you know, West Isle turned it over 5-1 and was in it, you know, up until early in the 4th quarter. So, you know, that'll be the key in this way. We got to win the turnover battle, and that's the key in all big games, you know.
Coach, this is pretty much a de facto playoff game.
Yep. That's right, it is. It is for us. I know it is for us. I'm not so sure about them and their situation because we've been concentrating on us, but for us it is. You know, we've got to win to be in. We're sitting at 8 right now, and you know, we got to win to be in.
Coach, talk about KJ Palmer. He not only did he have the 71-yard punt return for a touchdown, but he had several punt returns where he looked like he could break it last week. Just talk about what he has brought to the team this year and what he'll bring this Saturday.
Yeah, he's played really well all year except for one game. You know, the West Isle game, he made some bad decisions back there, and he knows that. He's really consistent catching the ball. He saves a lot of yardage because he consistently catches it, whether it be in the air or off the bounce. And then he's had some explosive returns. I think Matt O'Brien does a great job with our kicking game. I think KJ would tell you that. I think we got a lot of guys on that unit that do a great job setting it up for him to get going. And but once the ball gets in his hands, he's done a great job making the first guy miss and getting north. And like I said, he's played really good all year except for one game, and hopefully we can get it again this week.
Coach, Florida Tech, they have like 4 running backs over 30 carries this season. Are you going to try and do some things on defense, try and keep some fresh legs in there for the frequent changes they might have at running back?
No, man, we got to play our best players on defense. So, you know, we'll have to, you know, I hope they rotate them all and don't play 6 very much. Is what I hope they do, because he's really good. Yeah.
Coach, can you talk about LaMarcus Franks? How he's been consistent all season for you?
He is just a great kid, great leader, winner. He's another one of that senior class that's put so much into this program. He's played banged up this year. He's healthy now. He's gotten over 100 yards a lot. He's made some big plays. He's great in pass pro. Really can't find a fault in him. You know, he's what we're all about as a program. He's unselfish, and hopefully he can continue out the rest of the season having good games. All right, thanks a lot, guys. Go Wolves.